What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Now I know some of y'all probably was like, okay, this ain't nails and tails, so what the fuck is this intro? I'm confused. Well, let me unconfuse you. I told you guys on one of my last videos that I was going to be bringing you more than nails and tails, that I was going to be doing a few things that I do on my podcast, which I need to get back to it. I haven't been doing I've literally been like 3 weeks from doing a podcast. But on my podcast, I have a segment that is called Back Down Memory Lane, which is what I call on my YouTube Nails and Tails. And I also have a segment that is called Dear Diary. And for Dear Diary, basically people send me in emails with a story about their life, something maybe that they're going through currently, and I talk about it. I read the email. They are 100% anonymous. I do not let people know who you are. Hell, I don't even know who you are. You know, it ain't like we're friends. But everything is 100% anonymous. But I do read the emails that is sent to me. Me and my audience talk about it because I also go live when I do my podcast. And me and my audience, we talk about it, get down to the nitty gritty. Now, on my live, because it's a You Now account, we kind of get a little bit deeper with the conversations with how we feel. But on YouTube, we have to keep it cute. We have to keep it classy and not be out, ignorant and ratchet with these people with responding to their stories or whatever. So today, my dear, we are going to be doing a Dear Diary segment. I wanted to introduce it. I wanted to see how well it goes. But I also want you guys to comment down below your thoughts, your input, whatever it is that you need to say in response to these emails. So, without further ado, or is that how you say it? Or is it without further ado? Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. We're about to get right into this story. This very first one probably gonna have y'all like, yeah, she need her ass beat. But anyway, guys, let's get into it. Today we are going to be doing the Dear Diary segment. I'm going to be reading this story that I picked off of my Gmail messages, Gmail, whichever you want to call it. I got it pulled up over here on the side of me so that I can read while I'm doing swatching. But anyways, let's get into this video. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with these Amelie polishes. I'm going to try to get through all of this on this video, you guys. If I don't, please be looking out for part 2. Because reading the emails, watching, and then responding to my feelings towards the email and all of that, I don't know how long this is going to take. So today, we're winging it. It's my wing. We're winging it today, okay? We're winging it. All right, let me just pop these out real quick. Good morning, love. All right. I was talking to my husband, y'all. He just woke up. Okay. So, these are some... They was really, really pretty on the pictures, too. So, I hope they come out to look just the same. Okay. Let me look at my timing. Oh, I'm only 9 minutes. Okay. All right, y'all. So, let's get started on this set and this Dear Diary story. Okay. So, it says... Hey, girl. Oh, let me move this over to the front of me because I can't keep looking off. Making a mess. I can't keep looking off to the side of me. That's just too much. So let me set it up in front of me. Make it easier. Okay. It says, hey, girl. My Dear Diary story is a little bit of a hard one. She says, I'm stuck in a situation I can't get myself out of. I have a friend that I look at like a family, Hold on, She says, I have a friend that I look at like family. We've been friends since 7th grade and our moms are even good friends. Hold on. Maybe I should have did polish and did a voiceover with it, huh? because trying to look at this and the email, I'm losing my spot. You know what? I think that may be what I have to do, you guys. So I'm going to end my live voicing. I'm always coming up with some stuff to say. I'm going to end me doing it live with swatching and reading the email. So I'm going to go ahead and do a voiceover. So in the next clip, you probably hear me sounding a lot differently. And I also ordered some microphones to use. Well, I didn't order them yet. I'm going to be ordering them from Nail by Nikki, because in her Amazon thing, she has these little bitty microphones for like interviews. You hook them up to your phone, hook them up to you, and I guess it gives a better sound than for it to not sound so echoey. You know, like sometimes I can sound very echoey depending on how quiet my house is in the background. So I think that's what I'm going to be getting, that to make it sound better when I do the voiceovers. But yes, I'm not going to be reading it while I'm swatching. So then, like I said, the next clip is going to sound completely different because I can't do two things at once like I thought I could. So let's finish swatching. Okay, so before I get started reading the email, I did speed up the clip a little bit because I did not want the email and the video clip, you know, to just really drag out, you know what I'm saying? Because I know the email is not going to be that long to read. So I figured why not speed up the video clip to help it out. Plus, I'm going to be giving my thoughts, and hopefully you guys give your thoughts down in the comment section. All right, y'all, let's begin. So she says, "Hey girl, my Dear Diary story is a little bit of a hard one. I'm stuck in a situation I can't get myself out of. I have a friend that I look at like family. We've been friends since the 7th grade, and our moms are even good friends. But I got myself in a little bit of a situation about a year ago. On my birthday, a few friends of mine went out to a club to celebrate, and we got super wasted. I stay an hour away from my friend, and for my birthday, I went to her city to celebrate because they have more classy clubs than in my town. Now, the plan was for me to stay the night in her town and at her house because I knew we was going to get wasted, and I didn't want to drive home. Now, I want to remind you, we was all super drunk this night. After the club was over, we went back to my friend's house to finish the turn up for a few more hours. Everything started to calm down, and my friend went to her room to lay down because she was falling asleep on the couch. So eventually, I ended up going to sleep. Like an hour later, I woke up to feeling somebody rubbing on my leg, and when I woke up, it was her boyfriend. Oh, snap. Y'all know. This is, yeah, it's about to get deep, y'all, because I've already proofread this, so I wouldn't stumble too much over it, you know, because I can read better in my mind than I do out loud, so I had to proofread it. But it says, when she woke up, it was her boyfriend. Now, it says, so I pushed his hand, and I asked him, what was he doing? He told me that he'd been on me since day one and was afraid to say anything or make a move on me, but he was drunk, so at that point he didn't care. Whew. She says, I told him he was tripping and that we could not get down like that with each other, and he kept begging to, I'm gonna have to blank this word out, but I'm gonna read it. He kept begging to and asked if we could have sex, although she put the other word. And she says, and no matter how many times I kept saying no, this ain't cool, it's not right, I don't feel right, he kept begging and rubbing on my leg. And I was drunk and started to get horny and gave into him. And it started off with him eating me But of course, as you know, it went further than that, and we had sex. Now, fast forward to now, he and I have still been messing around on the low, and I ended up missing my period and found out that I was pregnant. And he wants me to keep it, and I told him, if I keep it, we're going to have to let her know and let it be whatever it will be. But he don't want to do that, and I don't want to keep my child a secret. And she says, or I don't want to have to hide what we have anymore. So now I'm stuck and don't know what to do about it. Please help me out. What should I do? Oh, baby, first of all, I'm going to tell y'all this. When I first, that was my other phone. When I first read this story, I was really tripping out because, like I told you all, this started off from my podcast. And I was just like, this is pretty deep, but at the same time, I'm not going to say I understand it. Never will I understand it, but I have a friend, or used to have a friend, we're not cool anymore, but I had a friend who had a baby with her sister's boyfriend. So now, in this story, they're just friends, but I know someone who has a child with her sister's boyfriend. And, of course, the sisters fell out. They're not cool, but it's just like, dang, how could you think and get so low in your mind and within your spirit to go and sleep around and have sex with either a cousin's boyfriend, your mama's boyfriend, auntie, friend, whoever? Like, it's way too many men out here in this world for y'all to be stuck on trying to sleep with your friend or your family member's significant other. Wow. Like, all I can say is I'm glad she's not my friend, because it'll be smoke in the city. But hopefully, you know what I'm saying, if she did decide to tell them, because like I said, this was a story from a few months ago that I'm reading to you all through my emails from my podcast. And like I said, going back into it just made me bring back a lot of thought, especially what me and my live from off of my You Now and my Live Me account, when we were discussing everything about it. Baby, it's very, very many females out here that is just like that. I don't know what's in the water and what these new generation women is like and why they feel like they got to take the next man from, whoever, their friend, cousin, like I said, whoever it is, when there's too many men out here for y'all to go after. Never understood that. But I will say this, because you asked, what should I do? So, be it that I'm now reading this on my YouTube for my YouTubers to respond. I'm going to have to respond twice, but I'm not going to give the exact same response. The first time I was a little gutter because it's my podcast. We can get down like that a little bit, we're kind of speaking our mind. And of course, over here on YouTube, they want you to be a little bit more classy and cute, even if you disagree. So, I'm just going to say, I think you're wrong. You bogus as hell. There's way too many men out here in these streets for you to be like, this is my thing. The moment he rubbed on you and you called him, you told him to stop, you kept, telling him no and trying to fight against the feeling, that's when you should have got up off that couch and went upstairs to wake up your friend and let her know what was going on. Because the fact that you thought it was okay to let him keep rubbing and begging you, and because you were drunk, I see a lot of people that tend to use that. I was drunk. I didn't know what happened, baby. A drunk heart speaks a sober mind. And I truly believe that. And regardless of the fact, I believe you possibly was into him just the same. But you didn't want to say anything because you didn't think he would go. You didn't think he was into you. But, baby, all I can say is I am very glad you are not my friend, because coming to tell me, first of all, that you even slept with him, and then to top it off, y'all continued it. You didn't stop it. It wasn't a one-time thing. You continued it. And now y'all got a baby on the way. Girl, that screen snapped. Okay? That's how these women end up on Snap for situations like this. So, yes, you're wrong. You're bogus. If you come across this story on my YouTube, because I'm pretty sure you already seen the responses from my podcast, but if you come across it on this YouTube, I'm sure you're going to be able to read the comments, what my followers think and how they feel about this story and give their input. But woo, that was pretty deep, especially the fact that there's a baby on the way. So I don't know, you guys. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I think you should get rid of it because it's wrong. Because, I mean, you know, although the situation happened the way it did, that's still another life. So I don't know, you guys. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this story. Let me know what y'all think about these swatches as well in this video, honey. I did not finish everything, so as you know, there will be a part 2 to this, so we can conversate a little more on it. But that is it, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please, please comment down below what y'all think about this story, because this is crazy. And I'll see y'all guys on the next one. Bye.